Greetings everyone, welcome back to Top Tier Arcade. My name is Steve, and we're back in my parents' basement. And we're going to continue on the Pinball Restore. This is going to be part 2, and it's going to be an interesting one. So, I brought a few other more parts. I brought my powerful blower that kind of blows out air and just to clean things. Here's the game plan. I'm going to pick you right up and get to it. Because truth is, I'm not really even looking forward to today because it's going to be a lot of cleaning. And I'll explain what I mean. Let me just move this here. First thing I'm going to do in the game plan is I'm not going to montage this. I know last time there was a lot of that, but I will later on for something a little more important and something a little more fun to watch. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to just clean all this. Okay, so I'm going to do the same method. I put in a few balance sheets so it kind of soaks up and masks, if anything, the Barney kind of old wood smell that arcades do. My wife even's like, really? It's an older game? And she knows because she's been with me in the hobby since 2012 as a supporting cast per se, and she gets it. And so I'm going to clean that. I'm not going to clean the mechs yet. I'm going to wait until I start to clean the contacts, but that's later on. Next, I'm going to get to that part. I forgot to do it when I was cleaning it. And also here, I'm going to probably take, you see that, the grit sandpaper, in a light one, I'm probably just clean and chrome that out as much as I can to make it nice. I'm going to clean the inside of this coin door and the outside as well. So it's going to be cleaning there. Then I'm going to head to, this won't take long, just cleaning again with the, just the back side of this part. Nothing too crazy. Again, just the main parts that you can see. And just to maybe take a little longer to make it look good. Why not? And then there's just a lot of parts. So I'm going to clean this. I'm going to clean the chimes. I'm going to clean the coin entry and all that. And then later I'm going to put the plastics in like a soapy degrease bath and then start to clean the parts to get it ready. And then lastly, if I can get to it, which I really want to, is I'm going to actually clean the playfield. And this is exciting because we're really progressing, and that should be a fun that's going to be fun to do, especially because I haven't really done a full one yet. And that's it. So I'm going to just cut now. And then again, I'm going to show you the results as I finish kind of big portions of the clean. And then later, hopefully I can get to cleaning the playfield. And then that'll set us up to repopulating and actually trying to get this working. So going to be an interesting video. Again, I'm not really looking forward to it because it's just going to be a lot of cleaning and I'm going to be off camera. But you know what? It's a necessity, and it's something that really is needed. And yeah, the feedback so far on my first video has been great. A lot of Americans especially are surprised about the asbestos and why the isolation transformer on another one is needed. So I've been responding online, Pinside, and some other websites as well that got people very curious what's up with it. But I will be back and I'll show you the progress and we'll go from there. All right, so it has been a few hours. You can see I polished, or I have started to chrome that out, whatever that means. I'm not fully done yet. A lot of these just don't come out. That one I have to maybe do a bit. As you can tell, the lockdown bar is about a lot better. Inside, you remember how the stains, a lot better. Some of them just don't come out, and I don't have the tools to really buff it out. But everything else looks good. I've started to actually put together, now that the playfield's in, the wires. I still have to do the power. I have to get my soldering iron out. But it looks pretty good. As you can tell, I ended up, sorry, there you go. I ended up cleaning this down. It's the most it'll get without really removing everything. I did not remove everything. These parts that were dark here just won't, they're just stained into the wood. It has a really, that piss smell, like a rat piss or whatever, but it just sounds gross. But it's clean. It's not bad. I actually cleaned up pretty nice. So that's nice and clean there. I put the screws back to mount down that. This didn't take too long. It wasn't the best of cleans because the more I cleaned it, the more the paint came off. And honestly, I just didn't really find it worth it. On the top here, I just kind of sanded it a bit so it looks nice. But I've just wiped it down. It wasn't the greatest, but it's okay. So that's that. And then here are the parts. I took off the coin door. That actually came out really nice. I literally just put it in the sink and started going at it and just cleaning all the parts with it. Look at that. A lot of the parts came nice with a scouring pad. That is the apron's good. I put the plastics, like I said, in, some of the plastics in like a soapy degreaser and washed them pretty good. And again with the metal. Now upstairs, I don't have the plastics here, but I did clean them. I'll show you upstairs what I'm going to do in just a moment. So we're in my parents' master bedroom. And as you can see, the plastics were going to be on a baking sheet. So I did this with my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Data East, where over the years, the incandescent bulbs will warp the plastics. It doesn't happen really with LEDs, but these are old. So yes, they're a bit yellowed, but they're okay. Still a few, one or two broken, but none missing. And there's the back part, and you can tell, you see right there, obviously it's bent out of shape. So my parents don't have a big enough cooking sheet, and I don't want to go home to do it because I just don't have the time for it. But I'm not going to put it in the oven. I'm going to use my mom's hairdryer. My wife's like, you know what, it gets super hot. So I don't have a heat gun either. Usually a heat gun would be done in 2 seconds. Hopefully this brand or whatever is super hot and it flattens it out. So I'm going to be back. I'm going to try to flatten these out. If not, it is what it is. They're not too bad anyways, especially when they fit in with the plastics and rubbers later on. And then what I'm going to do is, you know the parts you saw downstairs, I'm going to start to put parts that I know together. I'm going to solder the power, and I'm going to start to like kind of build it. And then I'm also going to go, before I come back, I'm going to go and clean the legs. So when I come back, hopefully this will work. A lot of parts will be put together, and then we'll get to the next step and see what is up. All right, so that actually worked better than I thought. It's not perfect, as good as it would be in the oven or an actual real heat gun, but they worked. They actually flattened out pretty well. So that's done. So next on the agenda is the legs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that chair, and I'm going to prop up one leg at a time. I know it's annoying. And go clean it, move it up, make sure the bolts are nice and shiny. And then what I'm going to do, then the game plan will be to clean that. I forgot to do that. I'm going to clean that. And then I'm going to set up the camera, and I'm going to be putting on the cleaned and everything, polished coin door. I'm going to put the ball in the tilt. I'm going to put the chimes back. I'm going to solder that with the power. I'm going to just clean that reel because it looks ugly. And yeah, and then so the front part will be done. And then after that montage, I'm going to just put back one of the plates there. And then one of on the back here, which I'm not going to film, but I will show the result. And then after that, we'll be ready for the Playfield and cleaning that, and then after repopulating. So I will be back with clean legs, or as clean as I can get them. And I'm going to clean that, and then I'll set you up, and I'll start to show a montage of the front and the back of the cabinet being put back together.
All right, so whew, that was death. Legs cleaned. There are a little rust. You know what's crazy? I forgot there's no casters on them. I do have casters or leg levelers here, but they're for arcade machines and they won't fit these Gottlieb 31-inch legs. And another thing is, I was thinking, should I just scrape up all the paint? It'd be very difficult, so I left them. So they look pretty good. Coin door looks sweet. Put everything back as you saw in the montage. Stupid hap lock that I had in arcade years ago. I had to, just finagle it, but it works. Spare key there. Inside looks okay. I mean, for me to take everything apart would have been a nuisance. Plus, again, it's not a keeper game. So yeah, there's a little rust, but it's like embedded in the metal. But like I said, that's nice and chromy. That looks pretty good. Ow. Oh, God, everything's so much around here. Put the ball there, for the tilt. All nice. The coin mechs work. Let me angle it down. Nice and nice with the chimes. Cleaned up the playfield. It all looks good. We're getting there. So here's the crazy part. So actually, this is kind of a funny story. So here's the playfield, and I'm going to be doing a montage in just a moment, and I'm going to show you all me cleaning it. Okay. And I'm like, well, how am I going to do this? I don't have a device or a mechanism. How am I going to do this? Or one of those harnesses that people make. So I'm like, well, what's going to hold the playfield that it won't damage anything? That's perfect circumference. Toilet paper. It works perfect. It's sturdy. I'm going to be holding it while I'm cleaning it. It's perfect. So under there is where there's nothing on. There's no switches or there's no anything on the playfield. No mechanics. And it's just sitting on wood. It's light. It's not scraping and it's not doing anything. And it's sturdy. So honestly, that's a little interesting fix I saw. It works great. And again, I'll just hold it. Look. Yeah, it's actually pretty sturdy. I don't think it's going to fall. Here is what I'm going to use to clean. So when you see the montage, you'll be Gojo. I got Todd Tuckey from TNT Amusements put me on this years ago. Microfiber, paper towel, the toothbrushes to get in there, and also some mill wax at the end. And then that'll do it for the video. Once I put it and it's cleaned up, I'll put it back in the machine, and then the next video, well, I'll get to that in just a moment. So next will be the montage and the final one for this video. I know there's been a few, but it's been a hell of a day, and it's been a bit of annoying, but definitely needed. I will be back, and let's see how nice it looks all cleaned up. Montage of me cleaning the playfield with the Gojo. It's going well. It's going pretty good. There are some little ball trails as well. Maybe I just didn't press as hard. But looks to be a decent clean so far. So far so good. I do really want maybe something a little more stronger. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, I mean, at this point, like I cleaned the, oh, it's red there, of course, now the camera's on. Just a little there. So I just cleaned the red remaining rubber off the flipper. And it's looking all right. It's looking okay. I still want to go over it so there's still, there's nothing wet or just sitting on the play field. Yeah. But here's what I'm going to do. So next, I won't do a full montage, but I'm going to use the mill wax and see if this cleans anymore, at least gives it that shine. And then if that's the case, I think that's good. That's the good as it's going to get. And I'm ready to put the play field back. Oh, these are interesting targets. I have to go under and unclip, and then I'm going to clean inside with a Q-tip there. I'm going to do it off camera, because I know you guys have been watching a lot, and to be honest, I'm exhausted. I'm at 14 hours. My back's gonna break. But, okay. So, you know what? I'll be back. You know what I'll do? What angle are you at now? That looks all weird, right? So, there's the play field there. Okay? And then when I come back, I'll, when I finish the mill wax, again, I won't montage it. Oh, if you saw part of the video, this clothespin was stuck, I don't know what the hell, maybe it's meant for something. That was stuck on in one of the targets. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, and then I'm going to put the lights in the back, because I forgot to. The lights in the back there, they should be working, all the incandescents. And then I'll just put the play field back, and then I'll say my goodbye, because again, this has been a long, long day. I'll be back. And here it is. Here's me after the mill wax. Oh man, I'm exhausted. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Not bad. Not bad at all. So next, I'm gonna put on the metal bracket on the back. And I'm going to, and then I'll quickly set you up and put the play field in. But the truth is, I'm not going to even put in the Jones plug yet. Again, those are some bounce sheets because it still smells like Barney a little. Like an old video game EM. Okay, it's just a metal bracket. Where the hell is it? I'm exhausted. It's right there. There's like 5 screws. 1, 2, 4 screws. Put it on. I'm gonna lift it. Put it in. Then I'll say my goodbyes for this video. Well, here we go. Boom. So far, so good. Actually looks kind of nice. I'm going to get a Q-tip off camera just to wipe it down one more time before I go to bed. And that will conclude this video. Let me give you a rundown of what is up. Like I said, I'm exhausted. This is probably 8 a.m. It's 11. We're going on like 15 hours, and I'm done, man. What didn't we do? So everything is clean. Again, I'm gonna dick around a bit and just touch up what I missed. Looks great. This was the hard part and the tedious ass part of just cleaning everything, the metal, the whatever. And it wasn't a total tear down, but it was a really good. This is my first one. But especially cleaning it. But that's that. Next video, what do we have planned? It's going to be fun. I'll montage me repopulating the playfield. Put in the lights in the playfield. Oh shit, I didn't add them to, fuck, I'll do it later, whatever. Playfield repopulation, light addition, I'm going with incandescent at the moment. Back glass, oh, I have a piece of glass upstairs, an actual glass, because that's plexi, what it came with, so I actually have glass, which is great. Back glass I'm not going to really touch. I'll just clean the front as much as I can. So lights, clean, back glass, and then we try the game. Yeah. And then I'm going to test the fuses. I have fuse replacements. I'm going to test the fuses before I start anything and plug it in. And tomorrow, our next video is going to be the turn on it. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm actually a little freaking out. So hopefully I can get it working. Next video should be very interesting. At least it's going to be exciting, repopulating, yada yada. I just said it. I'm sorry it's that late. If you guys haven't had a chance, please subscribe to see the conclusion of this video. Will I get it working? Will I burn my parents' house down? I don't know. And ideally, it should be a fun one. I've learned a lot already, which is the main reason for this. And honestly, maybe you guys can learn something as well. Again, please subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions, suggestions, comments. I'm sure I'm going to get some feedback saying, what are you doing? And honestly, I definitely have a new appreciation for people that restore things professionally, not just pinball, everything, cars, and the tedious work, and definitely worth the money. Excuse me. And, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for viewing, and thanks for checking out Top Tier, and always a pleasure. Peace. Take care.